What up, HPG Live 2 now.
Let's do this.
Let me get this podcast rolling. Podcast is recording.
Let's go.
We are live. Everybody, how's it going?
What episode is this?
This is episode 6.
Episode 6. Let's do this.
Episode 6, and I want to start off by thanking God Almighty for giving Cal McNair some sort of guidance in life and firing Bill O Brien. Jeez.
It's about time, man.
Bro, it was so necessary. It was
Yeah.
needing to be done. This man should have been stopped when he was trading freaking DeAndre Hopkins and should have got
100%.
fired right there for even thinking about trading a generational receiver like DeAndre Hopkins. A receiver like DeAndre Hopkins that looked at Andre Johnson and called him Big Brother.
Yep.
Like, dude, like Deshaun Watson, you drafted Deshaun Watson. By the way, him trading up to the 12th pick and getting Deshaun Watson that year is the reason why he's been here so long, and this is why the McNair family has given him so much.
He made one good pick.
He made one good pick, right?
One good decision.
One good decision out of 50,000 terrible decisions.
He was a great college coach at Penn State. Did a great job bringing that program around, but NFL has not been too kind to Bill O'Brien. So
No, well, you know, if you look at it, every coach that's came out of being behind Bill Belichick, they all think they got it, but they
Right.
don't. Bill Belichick's a different animal, dude.
yeah, I mean it's like that for a lot of these top coaches.
You know?
They were. I was watching the Alabama game against A&M, and you know, they look at Nick Saban's record against all his proteges. He's like fucking 19-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, man. But yeah, thank God Bill O'Brien's out. Romeo Crennel was I can't fucking
Romeo
remember.
Crennel.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Good defensive coach. You know, we'll see. We'll see if we
Yeah.
turn around 0-4. I mean, can't get no worse than that.
No, I mean, he definitely left us in a shit position. One of my friends texted me yesterday. And He
Yeah.
was like, oh, the Texans are saved. And I'm like, no. We're savable now. We're not saved. We're just savable
I think
somewhat.
this year, if they can make it to 8-8, I think that'd be a win.
That would be a win. We're in a really shitty division, so
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to hopefully pull out a playoff series if, you know, the guys can pull it together. But dude, you can tell in their demeanor, because when we lost this last game and like we went 0-4, this was legit like the first time this whole year where I was just like, wow, we're really we're done.
Yeah.
Like we're really, really done. Like
Yeah.
this is it. Right? And then I was really sad, but then when Bill O'Brien got fired, I was like, thank God we lost. Because
Yeah.
if we didn't lose,
Well, they probably they would have.
Bro, they would've kept it one more game.
Prolonged it another few weeks.
and you could tell in Deshaun Watson's demeanor, JJ Watt's demeanor, they asked JJ Watt, you know, so how are you feeling about everything, this and that? JJ Watt said, I'm not feeling good.
Yep.
There's nothing good. What's there to feel good about?
Right.
Right? Freaking Deshaun Watson. They asked him, Bill O'Brien started making all the play calls, this and that. Did you notice the difference? No.
Yeah.
Didn't notice any difference.
Yeah.
So dude, it was time.
It was definitely
It was
time.
overtime.
It was overdue for sure. Thank God.
So-
New beginnings for the Houston Texans football.
Hopefully, man. And I think they need a clean out. I think they need a wipe out. I think they need to bring new personnel. I think they need to change this whole way, the way the team.
Yeah, I mean it ain't going in a good direction, man. I mean, let's just be real. It ain't looking pretty right now.
No,
the way it's going. So
It's not. On the other hand, though, Astros looking decent.
yep.
Right, we're looking nice.
Yep.
You know, getting some dubs, making a playoff run. Hopefully, another World Series run.
Let's
Most
go.
hated, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Everybody can hate us, but we gonna win.
That's right.
So
Cheating or no cheating,
cheating or no
we're
cheating.
gonna win no matter what.
So Astros looking good. Texans looking like they're trying to change some shit up.
Yep.
Rockets need to do something, bro. I mean, it's clear the Westbrook Harden thing is not working. It looks cute in the regular season.
It does,
And
yeah.
I use the word cute because it's just entertaining to watch. But
I was kind of hoping they make a move for Doc Rivers.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doc Rivers is good, but I think Harden and Westbrook are the main points of concern.
Yeah.
Because Westbrook has that drive to go take the last shot. It's just not the smartest shot.
Right.
Harden doesn't even have the drive to take the last shot, and so that just fizzles out over there, right? So I think our superstars are not what they're.
It
made
looks
out to
good.
be.
It looks good on Instagram. That's about as far as it goes on that
Yeah,
duo.
but
But yeah, I mean, you know, it looks like the Lakers are. I mean, they're up 2-1 right now. Miami actually pulled off a win, which was, you know, they needed it.
I think Jimmy Butler messed up though.
Yeah.
When he looked at LeBron and was like, "You're in trouble."
You
don't want to
know,
rock
but
the
you,
beast.
yeah, but as a competitor though, you kind of, I get where he's coming from. You know what I mean? He's an underdog, but they're gonna lose 5. They're gonna lose 4-1 this year. I mean, it's gonna be a 5-game series.
I think LeBron's gonna go for like 40 tonight.
Yeah, I mean it's so yeah. Lakers will get another title. LeBron's be his 4th. Now he's up there. Come on, him and MJ, and I mean that talks is never ending.
No, yeah. I think LeBron's gonna have 47 points, 7 rebounds, and like 8 assists.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna be on a scoring tear.
Do you think LeBron will end up with 6 titles before it's all said and done?
Dude, absolutely. Do you see the way the man plays and he's 35?
Yeah.
Bro, he has taken care of his body to the best point that you can as a human being.
He spends $1 million a year on his training.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a reason why at this age he can do what no one else has done.
It's true.
Like Carmelo declined.
Yeah.
Like D Wade left early. Like all these players that came into the league with him are now gone.
It's true.
Right? And it's because he's invested in his mind, he's invested in his body,
Yep.
he's invested in his diet, his surroundings. I mean, even his team of people, his personnel. There's just no way you can't stay motivated in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So, I think LeBron's easily going to get his 4th title here. I think he will have 6 by the time it's all said and done. I think more. I think if LeBron becomes cool and understands that he can take a back
That means
seat,
he'll be in a total of like 12 or 13 final appearances.
I mean, this is his 11th.
Yeah. So that's impressive.
I mean, the finals for the last 10 years hasn't been called the NBA Finals. It's the LeBron James Invitational.
Real talk, man. He's there every year.
It's the LeBron James Invitational, baby.
He's there every year.
You mean me in the finals this year or not?
He's there every single year, man.
And so, with all that being said, to accomplish any goal,
Yep.
to achieve anything, if you want to go far, you have to. If you go fast, you go alone.
Yep.
You want to go far, you go with the team.
True.
Right?
Yep.
So that's the thing that we kind of wanted to talk about today, guys, is the concept of what it takes to make a partnership work, right? Not just in real estate, but in life in general. There has to be mutual interest.
Absolutely.
There has to be motivation for both parties to want to go towards that goal,
Yep.
to have those actionable steps that are all preconceived, not I have to push Blake to do something. Blake is already motivated on his own side, and I'm motivated on my own side to make something happen. Right? So, talk to us a little bit about that, man.
Yeah. So, I think, this goes for real estate, goes for life in general. For any partnership to work, there has to be some sort of common path or common vision. If there's not, it just won't fucking work. There has to be mutual interest. I mean, at the end of the day, we kind of talked about before the podcast, every motherfucker's selfish, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm selfish. We're all selfish fucking human beings. So
of course.
we all want our interest first. So to have successful partnerships and relationships and business partnerships, you have to be able to identify the mutual selfish interest that each other has, so you can work at it as a team. Otherwise, it ain't gonna fucking work.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? But I think the power is identifying it, and then making it concrete and tangible. Actually setting a vision and a goal, and saying, hey, we're gonna do this project together, and this is gonna be the end result. This is the end result that we're going for, and both parties are working towards that. And that's gonna keep the relationship flourishing. It's gonna keep everything. And that goes, like I said, as a business. That's personal. You can have a personal relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a wife or a husband or whatever. If it's just built on fucking cupcakes and Netflix, it's gonna fucking crumble, right?
It is.
It's gonna crumble. There has to be a bigger vision. If there's not, and it even says biblically, without a vision the people perish. I mean, you have to have an overarching theme with mutual interest. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And we see that all the time in real estate and business. Business partnerships and collaborations fall apart, and they fall apart because the interest wasn't aligned. Things were misaligned, right?
Yeah.
And so I think the most important and most powerful factor is just identifying in any partnership, any project, what's the end result, what's the end goal, and what are we both trying to achieve out of this, and how do we help each other get what they want?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's keeping other people's goals in mind as well.
Absolutely.
Right? Like,
100%.
there's plenty of times where, you know, you and me are working together, or you're working with someone, or I'm working with someone, where we know what the other person's trying to achieve on the other side.
Yeah.
And when we work towards getting what we want and giving them what they want, that's how teams flourish.
Absolutely.
That's how people get to the next level.
100%.
That's how you don't get burnt.
Yep.
Right? Now, with that being said, there are situations where we do get burnt.
Yep.
Right? We do go through some stuff where people might pull some shady stuff, or we might not be on the same page, and so somebody's moving in a different direction and you don't realize it because you're not on the same page.
Exactly.
Right? So how do we prevent that? How do we prevent from getting to that level?
Well, I think it's communication, right? And I think some things I've learned is you know, you obviously when you go into some sort of partnership, doesn't matter what it is, business or non-business. I think having that conversation up front is really important, being intentional. Then I think as that relationship progresses, I think sometimes you have to go back and reevaluate the intention. Like, okay, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, are we on the same page?
Yeah.
And you kind of have to reevaluate every now and then. Okay, this is where you are, this is where I'm at. This is what we're working on together. This is who we are as a whatever it is. Are we on the same page? And I think you gotta be fucking crazy intentional, man. And I think that's the challenge. You know, with human nature is, it's easy to kind of get sucked into default mode, right?
Yeah.
In any relationship, whether it's business or non-business. So I think having some sort of, and it might be kind of annoying, but some sort of like intentionality where you reevaluate the situation. I think that's what keeps people on the same page, and then it allows both parties to discuss. Okay, well, you know, this is where we started. This is kind of what I'm thinking now. This person can, you know, maybe have different opinions, and y'all can kind of realign the vision, realign the mission, and then move forward. Otherwise, if there isn't that communication, then people go in different directions, and then all of a sudden things start crumbling and falling apart, and by then it's too fucking late.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Communication, man. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship.
100%.
Or any business. It's all about communication.
And to add on to that, first off, I completely agree with you. It's all about communication, right?
Yeah.
If you understand where I'm at, I understand where you're at all times, we can move easier.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, it's an analogy that I relate to sports. If I know that you're gonna be, like for example, we're playing basketball and I'm taking a drive, and I know I'm supposed to have 3 shooters, you know, one on each wing and then one on at the top of the key. Without even looking, I'm gonna know where to pass the ball.
Absolutely.
Right? And so again, that comes through communication. This comes through being on the same page. And with business, I think it takes a little bit more than the word communication. What I call is organized communication.
Right.
Right? Having reminders for each other.
Yep.
Right? Understanding, oh, okay, are we working on this? Great. What's this person getting out of it? What am I getting out of it? And do I understand that when this person gets what they want, I also get what I want?
Absolutely.
So, you know, and when you do that, it also takes away from what I call, I don't know if you've seen the cartoon movie called Up with like the dog and the grandpa, right? But there's a dog in there who knows how to talk, right? And every time the dog's talking, he's all excited, he has all this energy, and the moment he sees a squirrel, he's a squirrel. Right. And like sometimes we as human beings tend to get that way with outside opportunities that out of nowhere present themselves.
Yes.
And then we drop everything we're doing to chase that squirrel.
Yeah,
right?
It happens, and I think that's going back to intentionality. I mean, like for me, it's if you're not intentional, then that's when things get really fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like for me, like what I've done is, you know, for the last quarter of the year, I've bullet pointed 3 things that I'm looking for business wise, right? A, B, and C, and so when I meet people or I meet opportunities, my first thought is, do they fit in one of these boxes? And if they don't, then I kind of just like brush it off, right? If they do, then I'm going to go meet with them, or I'm going to entertain them, and I'm going to give that person or that opportunity time and energy because they could potentially align with one of the three things that I'm wanting right now as an entrepreneur. So I think, but it's so challenging sometimes because, like you said, if you kind of live in this default mode of life, it's real easy to get swayed back and forth, and then especially if you have business partners or joint ventures or relationships or whatever it is. If you're not staying on the same page with everybody, shit just really can fucking crumble really, really quick. And it's just intentionality, and I think that's something for me. It's maybe making it a fucking quarterly thing, where it's like at the beginning of the quarter, these are the three things that I need to, I want to expand upon, right? And then at the end of the quarter, did I expand upon it? Or in the middle of the quarter, am I with the right people that are going to help me accomplish these things?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the protective mechanism that kind of helps you stray away from the bullshit, because there's a lot of bullshit, man. I mean,
there is.
And I'll be honest with you, man. Like, it's crazy, but the past few weeks, I've, it's like things, it's like, I don't know what the blinders are off. I don't know what it is, right? But you see things, you come across things, and there's just so much bullshit out there, right?
There is
so much fucking bullshit.
So much bullshit. So much noise.
And when people like with yourself and myself, and we pride ourselves on doing our best to be authentic, and we're hard on ourselves.
Yeah. Right.
And then you got motherfuckers that are fake as fucking shit.
Yeah.
And they walk around like, I don't know how they do it, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard, bro. I'll be real. It's hard not to be jaded.
Yeah.
It's hard not to, want to rip their fucking throat out when you see them.
Well, that's because that's winning mentality.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's attack.
But for me, what it tells me is people like you, myself, we gotta double down on what we're doing, because we need more motherfuckers like us out there, because there's so much fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's war. That's how I fucking look at it, dude. That's the mentality I'm in right now.
Yeah.
It's motherfucking war, dude. And so it's quarter four. Fuck all y'all fake ass motherfuckers. I'm ready, baby.
No, for sure.
I'm ready to fucking win.
For sure. So there was
I'm sorry, I'm getting fired up.
No, I like it. There's Drake is one of my favorite rappers, right? And Drake has this song on More Life, his album called More Life, and it's called Can't Have Everything.
Yep.
And there's at the end of Can't Have Everything in that song, there's a line where it's just at the end, the song's already done, and the line is just Drake's mom talking to him.
Right.
And she was like, hey, I'm hearing a lot of like confrontation in your voice these days, and I understand that you have your goals, you have your visions, you need to achieve what you want to achieve, but at the end of the day, I think you can accomplish a lot more by not being confrontational with the things that don't need your attention.
That's powerful.
Right?
It's powerful.
And so I think you can achieve more. So when others aim low, we go high.
We go high, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So shout out to Drake's mom, because that was like what's funny is usually in rap songs when there's random people talking at the end or at the beginning, I'll skip it. Like I don't really listen to it.
Right.
But that song, I listen to Drake's mom speak at the end every time, because I just love it. And that's how I live.
Well, he's one of my favorite artists. And I actually watched an interview of him. It was sort of a recent interview, but it was like a 2-hour interview. Actually did it last December.
Okay.
It's a badass. If you YouTube it, you'll fucking find it. It's like a 2-hour interview. But he talks about, how he went through a season of confrontations and problems and things like that, and it helped. It's sort of a catalyst at the same time.
Of course.
Because it that season sometimes is meant to kind of push you and propel you.
Oh yeah.
But you don't want to stay in that season, right?
No. Because then it just gets ugly. You get drained.
Yeah, it just gets ugly, man. But I think for me, man, the message is, what life is telling me is, number one, align with the right people. Okay, align with the right people that have mutual interest.
100%.
Communicate the vision. Make sure everybody's on the same page, and help each other get to that end goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really, really team up, man. If you look at like the analogy, I mean, look at the way the NBA is nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, it was different, right? I mean, these superstars, it was like, a lot of times they stayed on one team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pride in that, right?
Yeah.
It's changed. NBA's changed, and now it's they're trying to, like, how can I be on the best team?
Yeah.
And
how can I be on a winning team?
How can I be on a winning team? And I don't think that's anything wrong with that. I think it's just, but I think that's the season right now, bro, is how do we align with people that have the mutual interests, and you team up and you gather your resources together, and how can we fucking go win every single day and do it together?
Yeah.
That's 10 times more powerful than trying to do it by yourself.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean?
And what's crazy is when you mentioned that, I couldn't agree with it more, and the reason why I agree with it is because I look at LeBron's career. Okay, I look at LeBron's career. Dude came into the league swinging, right? Came in hard, couldn't win a championship in Cleveland, right? At first, had to go to Miami. People got pissed off. But what people don't realize is that the reason he went to Miami is to taste the organization, is to understand what it takes to get to that level. Pat Riley's not a dumb motherfucker, bro.
Dude, he's a winner. He's a
champion.
He's
been in the finals for decades. They were showing stats of Pat Riley being in the finals for decades, which he's still in right now. Right now, he's in the finals.
Absolutely.
Right? So LeBron learned that, and the reason why I respect LeBron so much is because he took some of those pieces from Miami, went back to Cleveland, and then took them to finals every year, dude.
See, that's power. That's a great
with
point.
a shit organization.
See, that's a great point. Sometimes, sometimes, but if you're smart, there's always usually an opportunity where you can go align with someone or an organization
to learn
how to win.
Yeah.
Learn how to be, and it's here's the thing, if you already have that mentality to do that, you're probably already a winner, but it's a next level, right?
Yeah.
And so LeBron's always been a champion. He's always been a winner. But I think that was a good point. I mean, he came into Cleveland, and obviously they weren't winning titles.
Yeah. He took them to the finals, got swept by the Spurs.
Right, exactly.
Right? So
but like you said, sometimes you have to be around that environment, and that's what he did. He went to Miami. He was with Bosh. He was with Wade, Ray Allen. Hold on 1 second here.
No worries.
There we go. Ray Allen, all these winners, right?
Yeah.
Shane Battier.
Yeah.
From Duke, motherfucker's a winner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, when you're around those type of people, man, and you got a GM or whatever like that, I mean, bro, that says a lot. And then he took that and he went to Cleveland, and then he duplicated that type of energy.
And he duplicated it with, again, a terrible organization. The organization wasn't good.
Yeah.
But he understood the minimum pieces he needs without the organization to get there.
Absolutely.
Right? So when people were giving him shit about, oh, he signed JR to this contract, he got Tristan Thompson all this money. Bro, he did it because that's what got him to the finals out of the Eastern Conference.
Absolutely.
You know? And then after that, the year he beat the Warriors, which was, in my opinion, the greatest finals of all time.
Yeah.
Going and beating the best record team, 73-9 Warriors.
Damn.
And he beat them from a 3-1 comeback.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's
beast.
It doesn't get more fairy tale storyline in real life than that.
But that's a champion though, man. And to kind of swing that back into like our conversation, I think that's why really intentionally aligning with people that have it don't have to be the same vision, but a similar vision, I think is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's so fucking powerful, bro. I think that's where we are right now in the world and business in general, is we're getting away from that solo person on top of the corporate structure.
Yeah.
Right? We're getting away from that shit.
Yeah.
And it's more of a kind of
team ball.
It's a team, it's a tribe type of mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like your people are tribing up and collaborating, and
corporate culture has never been so important than it is now.
It's so important, bro.
Like
so
back in the day, there was no such thing as corporate culture. It was like get the fuck back to your desk.
It was dog
get
eat
the work
dog,
done.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. It was boiler room. Everywhere you go is a boiler room.
That's right.
Right? But now it's all about corporate culture. It's all about getting everybody happier on a higher like happiness level, so everyone operates more
Performs
optimally,
better.
right?
Absolutely.
Because you feel comfortable, you feel happy, you perform better.
I think that's powerful, man. And so like we talked about the sports, and that really goes into the business. I mean, it's really fucking true, man. I mean, that's the way the world is right now. I mean, and if it's not there, it's dated.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
so I think the mentality has to be, how do we collaborate? How do we find people that has mutual interests, that are team players that want to accomplish the same vision, and then cultivate those relationships. I think it's
absolutely
huge. So yeah, all this kind of started off maybe a little on the negative side, but the positive spin of it is, if you're intentional and you're purposeful, you can find the right people, and you can build a fucking dynasty.
You can. And my biggest way of testing those people, because obviously interests are aligned, everything works good, this and that. My number one way of testing people is go hang out with them and their friends.
Yeah.
When you meet their friends,
Mhm.
you will understand who they are.
Absolutely.
Because you are the product of the 5 closest people to you.
100%.
So if I go meet with someone that I'm about to do business with, and they got 3 friends that, their heads up their ass, or they're only talking about getting messed up, or just, just foul stuff, right? Like banging chicks.
Negativity.
Yeah, it's just freaking stupid stuff that I'm losing brain cells on. Like I'm contemplating even being there. When I meet people whose friends are like that, I'm like, dude, I'm not doing business with you. I don't care how awesome you are. You surround yourself with these kinds of people. You, on the low side, are that.
Yeah, 100%, man.
And I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it.
No,
I'm not
true.
judging anyone, but it's the truth. It's the truth.
I mean, fuck it, I'm judging. Whatever, it is what it is. Like,
Exactly.
fuck
I
it.
am
It is-
judging. You're
it
right.
is-
I
it is-
am judging.
It is what it is, right?
Exactly.
And look, no one's perfect. It ain't about all that, man. It ain't
Yeah.
about. We're talking about team vision and mission. It doesn't mean that everybody. And this is what I love about this concept. It doesn't mean everybody is going to be perfect.
No.
It's just. But here's my thing. I can overlook flaws if we have the same vision.
Yes.
Because then it doesn't matter at that point, dude. Because I don't want to get lost in the weeds. And everyone has their issues and their challenges. But if everybody on the team has the same vision, then things can get accomplished, right?
They can.
But I agree with you, man. It's people that you're surrounded by and so forth. It's
Because-
definitely a reflection of who you are.
Because Blake, that's so important, because I can sway you and influence you when we're hanging out at work.
Yeah.
But how many hours of the day are we not together, or
Sure.
is the person that I'm going to be working with not with me?
Yeah.
And those other hours they're not with me, who are they being swayed by?
Right.
What are they thinking about?
100%.
What are they talking to, right?
Yep.
Because if I'm sitting here with them and we have a goal, and 3 of that person's friends are all fucking swindlers, or people that are looking to cut people out or do dirty shit, you don't think they're gonna fucking plant seeds in my partner's mind?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Even if it's not directly, indirectly, right?
Yeah.
So
it's important though to see the person that you're working with. Great, you're mutually aligned. The interests are good for everyone. Everyone has the same vision. Everyone's cool. Everyone flows the same. Communication's there.
Right.
But the last thing I'm looking at is who you hanging out with.
yeah, who your associations?
Because if,
Right.
like I said, if you're hanging out with scumbags, I'm not gonna work.
Yeah. No, it's true.
I don't care how amazing you are. If
Yeah.
you're hanging out with scumbags, I'm not.
But I mean, let's be real. If you're amazing, you're not with scum. They go hand in hand.
I've met some people that come off great, and then when I see who they're hanging out with, I'm just like, damn. So your greatness that I thought was fake,
Yeah.
it's not real.
It's true. It's true.
Because
Yeah.
dude, it's easy to put on a front.
Yeah.
Anyone can put on a front.
Well, nowadays, I mean, especially nowadays, for sure.
Yeah,
it's really
so easy to get on social and, oh, I love doing this, I love doing that.
Right.
There's some people that post pictures of books all day, and I know they don't read
They
at
don't
all.
fucking read. Yeah.
Yeah, like I see that all the time. I'm like, dude, you don't read.
Right.
Like, and not again. I'm judging, but that's because I know this person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? I know this person doesn't.
Yeah.
I know this person doesn't do that. He sees a stack of someone else's books. He posts a picture,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, reading is the most important thing." I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm with you, man. And it's but that's why it's getting to know your teammates, getting to know your associates, and finding those people that are authentic. You know what I mean?
That's it.
It's huge, man. But yeah, so Q4, man. Q4, I'm excited. In the end of the year, 2020. I know it's been a crazy year for everybody, but really, it's honestly, it's been crazy collectively. It's been a little bit crazy personally, but I think it's been a successful year
Yeah.
overall. It really truly has been. And there's always bumps in the road, man. But I'm excited to see what these last 3 months kind of entail, and then going into 2021, man. I'm fucking hyped. I'm ready.
Dude, me too, man. I think this year has been a crazy surge of positivity. Yeah, we took some hits. I took some hits personally.
Yeah.
I know you took some hits personally,
Yep.
and it's one of those things where it was the most blessed year in a way to speak.
Absolutely.
For me, like and I know for you too.
Yeah.
And that my eyes have opened in a lot of things that I didn't understand last year that I do understand this year.
100%.
Right.
100%.
So
Yep.
these are things, and so episode 6 is gonna go down in the books.
Let's go.
I'm gonna call this episode "Form a Winning Team."
I love it.
Right.
Form a winning team.
Form a winning team.
Good shit.
That's based on culture. That's based on who you work with. That's based on mutual interest, alignment, intent,
Boom.
crazy amount of intent, making sure there's clear communication. Everyone's always on the same page. And so that's today's episode. I appreciate you being here, sir.
Of course, bro.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, and guys, I want you guys to give us a little bit more topics to talk about, because right now I love our topics. I think we're doing a great job. I think we're getting a lot of stuff out there. Do you have any questions on there? Did somebody ask a question? Hit that question tab.
Let me check.
I want to see that question tab. Does it say question tab? Where is this? Oh, they wanted to go live with you. Just cancel that.
Okay.
Sorry about that, buddy. But yeah, guys, definitely give us some topics to talk about. We would love to answer any questions about wholesaling, about real estate, about business, about life, about who to work with, about sports, about Houston, restaurants, whatever you guys want. Let us know.
Yes, sir.
We're about to sign off. I'm turning off the podcast. Much love, you guys.
Peace out.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching on the live. We got 4 people on here. Always Joy C, thanks for joining in last second. Angela Fernandez, 24, let's go. We're out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.